Hello, good morning class 10 students. I guess you all are in good health, staying safe at home and reading as well along with that. It is the time to start revising your first chapter in biology, that is life processes. In this chapter, we read about the concepts of living and non-living and what are the different criteria to decide whether something is alive or not. In this we started our reading with the process nutrition. So let us begin with nutrition again. The first two topics are autotrophic and heterotrophic nutrition in this chapter. So you have to categorize in this way. Under autotrophic nutrition, you will revise the process photosynthesis, and under heterotrophic nutrition, the different modes. So first of all, we will cover the heterotrophic nutrition. The three major types of heterotrophic nutrition are saprophytic, parasitic and holozoic nutrition. So here the concepts or definitions are very important for you. Let us start with parasitic nutrition first. How would you define parasitic nutrition? Parasitic nutrition is that mode of nutrition in which an organism derives its food from the body of another living organism, which is called host, without killing it. A parasite does not kill the host, but certainly it harms the host. It absorbs nutrition from the host. Therefore, the type of nutrition is absorptive type of nutrition here. So parasitic organisms are both plants and animals. There are many plants, fewer plants like Cuscuta, parasitic plant, which depend on the host plant and absorb nutrition from them. And the animals, there are different animals like worms, different types of worms, which absorb nutrition from the host body and harm the host body. The saprophytes are those organisms which break down the complex organic molecules present in dead and decaying matter and convert them into simpler substance outside their body. So saprophytes like fungus, mushroom and different other fungus, the important point is they convert the complex molecules into simpler forms outside their body and then they absorb it. These simpler substances are then absorbed by the saprophytes. Okay, so we can use another term, that is saprotrophic nutrition for saprophytes. It's the same. Therefore, saprophytes are the organisms which obtain their food from dead and decaying, dead bodies of plants and animals, dead and decaying bodies, which are rotten bodies. Okay, so it is a distinct type of nutrition, and mainly the fungus are the saprotrophic type. Next, how to define holozoic nutrition. Holozoic nutrition is that nutrition in which an organism takes the complex organic food material into its body by or through distinct steps, like ingestion first, that is intake of food. Then the ingested food is chewed and swallowed, and which passes through the esophagus and finally reaches the stomach, and there it is digested. That is, the next step is digestion. Stomach, small intestine involve digestion. Then it involves absorption, and finally the process of removal of undigested part, that is, which is called egestion. Therefore, human as well as the complex animals like cat, dog, all the cattle, tiger, lion, bear, deer, giraffe, frog, fish, even amoeba. Amoeba, although it's a lowest animal, but it show all these processes through its contractile vacuole or digestive vacuole. So holozoic nutrition, it is the highest type of nutrition which involve these different steps. In this type of nutrition, the complex food material is converted into simpler forms through different distinct steps. So while revising, you can cover nutrition in animals first. Here are the examples that how the animals obtain fruit from plants and other animals. Here are the examples of this Venus flytrap, okay, insectivorous plants. So animals are categorized into three different forms: herbivore, carnivore and omnivores, on the basis of the type of holozoic nutrition, right? So please learn few examples of herbivores, carnivores and omnivorous animals. Okay. Herbivores, all cattle, most cattle, that rabbit, grasshopper, hippopotamus, these all are herbivorous animals. Under carnivores, lion, tiger, frog, vulture, kingfisher, lizard, wolf, snake and hawk, which eat only meat, or that is the meat eaters. While human being, dog, crow, sparrow, bear, ant, myna, these are the animals which eat both plants and meat. They are the omnivorous animals. So please categorize in this way. And here it is showing a food chain from plants, then herbivores, then carnivores, omnivores, and sun is the ultimate source of energy here. And overall you will read the steps, that is ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation. After absorption is a process in which digested food passes through the intestinal wall into bloodstream. Then this absorbed food is taken in by body cells. So this is called assimilation. Taken in by the body cells and used for energy, growth and repair of the body. Okay, so please read and learn these definitions so that you can represent properly in your exam paper. And the process ends up with egestion, that is removal of the undigested food outside the body. Okay. After this, you will revise the process of nutrition in amoeba, steps of nutrition in amoeba through the clear diagrams. So that's all for today in this class. We'll meet in the next class. Thank you very much.